What's up, guys? It's your main man, Coach Richie Rich, Coach Babs, and welcome to the Think Strong, Be Strong channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Please click the like and subscribe button, and also share, and also hit the notifications bell so you know when the next video is popping up. If you're an avid listener, welcome back, guys. You're used to it being a minute, I'm sure, when you see my face. But know that when I do jump on, it's because something has hit me and I want to share. So, without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? Hey guys, welcome back. So, it's been a minute, but as you know, when it's been a minute, I'm out there meditating, I'm out there looking for inspiration. And although there's a lot of inspiration around, sometimes I don't get around to getting so much out there like I want to, but I write it all down for times like this when I'm going to get an opportunity. So here we are with the opportunity. So a lot of us, I think, especially me, I was one of them, are always saying that we're when we're going through stuff, we're always saying that, I just need to get to this point and then I'll be good. Or once I hit this mark, everything will be all good. Or once I've made this amount of money, or once I've hit this certain moment, when I've got to the top, everything is going to be all good. Yeah. And we graft and we climb. And, I heard this somewhere as well. So I'm just, talking it back to you guys in my own way. But we climb these mountains of challenges only to get to the top so that we can feel like we have succeeded by getting to the top. Like when you get to the top, that's it. Like when you go down the other side of this mountain of challenges or trials or tribulations you're going through, you're good. Like when you've hit the top, it's great. And then going down the other side is going to be fantastic. But that's not where it ends. Because when you get to the top of where you are, you're at a vantage point. So you could see further ahead, right? And, there's that saying, more money, more problems kind of situation, Thing is, when you get to the top and you can see into the distance, what do you think you're going to see in the distance? Do you think that when you've got to the top, you've clocked it? I remember when I was climbing my ladder of what I called success at the time, when I gone to school, gone to college, gone to university, met my kid's mom, got married, had kids and everything, and this was my mountain that I was climbing up. And I remember when I got to the top, I thought, that's it, I've clocked life. I've clocked it. Now I can just be up here. Do you know what I mean? And even if I'm going down the other side, it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out. But what I didn't notice is that when I got to the top of the mountain, of my mountain, there were other mountains in the distance. There are other challenges that you're going to climb. There are other destinations you're going to want to get to. So when you go down the other end of this mountain, there's going to be another mountain waiting for you on the other side. And then you're going to climb to the top of that mountain. And then you're going to go down the other side, and you're going to see another mountain waiting for you, and another mountain, and another mountain, and another mountain. And this is not even a depressing message at all. It's quite the opposite. You see, it is not about getting to the top of the mountains. It's about the climb. It's the climb that is important. How do you get better, stronger, more resilient, more fitter at something by doing it over and over again. It is not always breaking the world record. Sometimes it's just you know the run. It's the journey. It's the, it's the process. So it's the climb, and the climb is what you get better at. So when you see yourself overcoming certain mountains in your life a lot quicker than before, it is not because the mountain has got smaller over time. The mountains are still the same size. The peak is still the same. The height is still the same. The terrain is still the same. The only thing that has changed is you've become a lot fitter, a lot stronger, a lot better at maneuvering your way up this mountain. You have found paths and footings that help you get up better. You found different trails or different pathways up this mountain that you're going through, that to get you up there faster or to get you up there better, or you've been able to hold on longer. Because on this mountain of challenges that you're going through, the higher you get, the more the weather is going to change up there. The atmosphere is going to shift. So there are parts where it's going to feel tough. So the first few times when you're going up this mountain, you're going to be like, man, this is hard. But you don't get off. You don't stop the climb because it's hard. You keep climbing. Take your time. Climb slowly. Pause for a moment on the mountain. But you'll still get up. You still go up the mountain. And when you come down on the descent and you attack the next mountain, you'll feel a little bit stronger. You'll feel a little bit wiser. You'll be a bit more aware. It might still be tough, but you'll be a little bit more aware. And then you'll probably attack that mountain harder. Maybe stop at a different place this time, higher up. Maybe find alternative. Maybe you'll see a different path that you might want to try. Might be a bit risky, but it leads to the top. When you get to the top of that mountain and you go down the other side, you're going to hit another mountain. Because our life is like that. It is not always like this. It is not always like this, and it is not always like this. It goes up and down. And as much as we are so looking forward to getting to the top, sometimes when you get to the top and you look, you're like, man, there's another one. Come at you like DJ Khaled is in your life saying to you, another one. Do you know what I mean? But that's cool, because like I said, it's not always about getting to the top. It's about the climb. Because the more you climb in life, the better you get at climbing in life. Means the better you get at getting to the top of your situations, of your problems, the better you get at conquering. And not just that, because yes, you get better at getting to the top, but you also get better at getting to the top, because the process that you've been through going up these mountains are what stick with you as you climb. And it almost becomes like muscle memory, where you start scaling these mountains of life and these mountains of trials and tribulations a lot quicker, a lot more efficiently, and you learn so much more for the next one. So it's about the climb. And if you're not already paying attention, or if you've not noticed already, then I suggest you take a look back. Like, take a look back, like when you get to the top of your mountain, whichever one you're trying to climb right now, take a look back just for a moment. See how far you've come. Look at the terrain you've come through. Look at your hands, not physically your hands, but metaphorically. Like, look at the cuts and bruises and scrapes and everything you've endured before you got to the top. Look at that and then say to yourself, then realize within yourself, yo, I made that climb. And then when you make your descent, be ready for the next climb. because it will come at some point. It's not, no one is above the climb, for anything. No one's above it. It's part of this process called life. It's part of the journey. That's why they say there are going to be ups and downs. And you will have ups and downs, and you might slip a bit, you might lose your footing, you might lose a grip, you might drop a little bit, and then find a ledge and grab onto. But just remember, it's the process, it's the climb more than the ups and the downs. The ups and downs just contribute to the climb that you will do, whether you like it or not. And there's no race. There's no race. You see a lot of people trying to race like they're running out of time. You're not running out of time. Time is infinite. Time, is there regardless. You're not running out of time. In fact, most people, if you watch, when they're climbing mountains, they don't rush up the mountain, they take the time. Because if you rush and you lose your footing, you probably drop a lot further than you could have dropped if you took your time and you slipped. You're still going to drop, but probably not as far. So there is no rush up the mountain. There's just making the climb, learning about yourself as you climb, learning about the terrain that you're climbing up, finding your footing, finding different pathways, finding different ways up. That's all there is. And then taking your time to make the ascension, only to get to the top and go back down. It's why you probably see a lot of people who've climbed their first mountain, like when I did one of the 3 peaks. I wanted to get up again. I wanted to get up and do it again. It was hard doing it the first time, but there's no better feeling of knowing that you got to the top, you made it down, find the other side, and now knowing that you could probably do another one. We as human beings, we always want to complete and conquer. It's like it's our thing to want to overcome and conquer something, so why not, know that when you get to the top of this situation you're in, you know that there's another one waiting for you, not because your life sucks, but because it's to make you stronger, and it's to make you more efficient in overcoming your situations. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But yeah, it's about the climb. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, you go up. And that's all it is. And yeah, be grateful when you get to the top, but really, really be grateful that you made the climb, and really look back at what you learned in the climb. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment in the box below. Again, please hit the like, share and subscribe button. Also hit the notifications bell. If you want me to talk about anything else, please leave a comment again in the box below. Like I always say, live your life one step, one rep at a time. Think strong, be strong, and remember, impossible is nothing. Take it easy, guys. Peace.